So keeping a close eye on the CWC meet, but pollution seems to be the buzzword for every political party. But more than that is the residents of Delhi and around area who are suffering from the gas chamber that's been created. Getting you more details. Now, in this special edition of First Up, we've been getting you that how air pollution is impacting Delhiites, those who've been living in the city for decades now. But here's another community that is bearing the brunt, and that's the expat community. Those who are here for work, the foreign nationals for whom the toxic levels of Delhi just mean one thing. It is about wearing a mask all the time. It's about ensuring that their children are breathing in a purified air with air purifiers at their home and even at schools which their children attend. And many of them are also planning to cut short their trip in India.
Everybody knows 32-year-old Audie from the United States has been staying in the capital with her children for the past 3 years. They love to explore Delhi's famous architecture on the weekend. But for the first time, her family is choosing the option of staying indoors with the children forced to wear these masks for protection.
Very difficult, and anybody with young children will know, especially with boys, that they need to be outside playing football and games and running around, and it's not fair for the children.
Her 5-year-old son is a big soccer fan who hates missing sessions as schools have been ordered shut, and he is forced to breathe through his mask.
Soccer's like my favorite sport, and I'm in the team, so it's very important to play the matches. Because otherwise, if you don't play the matches, then you won't win because you can't play the matches to get points.
Audie's is not the only expat family finding Delhi unlivable. From dengue risks in the recent times to now Delhi becoming the gas chamber, they are rethinking their options.
If you decide to leave over the winter, then that costs huge amounts of money to get everybody out. So it's really, financially, it's difficult. So we do have a choice, we can leave. So I feel very sorry for people who don't have that choice at this time.
10-year-old Louis from the United Kingdom lives with his parents in the capital and knows how Delhi's air pollution levels have crossed up to 900 mark. He has been following strict instructions to wear the mask as soon as the air quality index crosses 300.
To anybody that can't afford the masks, then they should either stay inside with the air purifiers or go to hotels with air purifiers, and it all costs money, so some people can't afford it.
In fact, air pollution is impacting foreign tourists who choose to visit Delhi during the winters for its weather. Many are lining up at the stores to buy a mask too and are planning to cut short on their trips.
In 2014, more than 74% of expats living in Delhi agreed to make this move. But today, more than 50% wants to make their way back home. Fear and worry has enveloped this community because of the toxic air in Delhi. Many say that pollution is discussed in most of these expat dinners today. The ecosystem which had developed around this community is definitely falling apart. With camera person Alok, this is Parveena in Delhi for India Today.
My colleague Ilma joining us to also talk more about the current situation in the capital, also getting some visuals that are coming in of how Delhi is still engulfed in a smoky haze. So Ilma, the direct consequence of toxic air pollution is also on tourism. We've already seen how there are 2 expat families which are reconsidering their decision of being in Delhi because of the high toxicity in the air. But this is also a time when many foreign tourists come to the capital. The weather is nice, it's onset of winters, but this time there will be a severe impact because you have international publications also reporting on the kind of decade worse pollution that Delhi is seeing.
You're absolutely right, Devina. You know, November, December, Jan, this is the best time for tourists to come. You have expats staying here, but a lot of tourists from Europe, from the States as well. They love coming to Delhi. It's the national capital. There are a lot of historical sites, but most of them are giving it a miss this year after they've been reading reports about how Delhi's air quality has been shooting up by 15 to 20 times over the permissible limit. In fact, you know, the sun is slowly rising right now, and you expect the smog to go, but as you had mentioned earlier, this is not smog anymore. This is smoke and haze. So your air quality, your air pollution continues to worsen. We expect it to remain like this throughout the day. You have the Met Department saying within a few days it will be getting better, but it's been a week. You know, Diwali is no more the reason, but air quality is still, according to World Health Organization standards, it has shot up to 35 times or 40 times over the permissible limit. So clearly the situation is very grim and people are choosing to stay indoors. They're very scared, Devina.